A project schedule has following characteristics as shown in the table. So here it is shown the activity, its name, then time required to complete that activity. So there are this much of activities are there. Activity. So this is between node 1 and 2. The name given to this activity is A. Time required to complete that activity is 4. Up to the node between 9 and 10, the activity name is L. Time required is 7. And we have to develop the network diagram for this project schedule, and the network diagram I have developed from this. For example, between 1 and 2, so this is the 1 and 2, the activity name is A. Time required is 4. Similarly for C, it is between the node 2 and 4, so it is 2 and 4, it is a C, and time required is 1 for this activity. So I have drawn this network diagram for this given project schedule. So we have to find the earliest start and earliest finish for every activities. For finding this, we have to move from node 1 to the last node, and for finding the latest start and latest finish, we have to move from the end toward the start. So we'll just go one by one. So what is the earliest start time for this activity? Earliest start time for this activity is 0. And what is the earliest finish for this activity? Earliest finish for this activity is 4. So this activity earliest start can be started at any moment, so it is 0. Earliest finish for this activity is 4. Similarly, the earliest starts for this activity is 0. Earliest finish for this activity is 1. Similarly, the C, what is the earliest start for this activity? So this activity cannot be started as and when you wish. This activity can be started when this activity is completed. So earliest start for this activity is 4, and earliest finish for this activity is 4 plus 1, 5. So that is a, so next is the D. D is the, what is the earliest start for this activity? Earliest start for this activity is 1. And what is the earliest finish for this activity? It is 1 plus 1, 2. Now come to the E activity. For E activity, what is the earliest start for this activity? It is 1. And what is the earliest finish for this activity? 1 plus 6, it is a 7. Next is the this activity. What is the earliest start for this activity? Now there are two branches are coming to this node 4, so we have to go for the highest. So highest is 4 plus 1, and this is 1 plus 2, so it is only 2, this is 5. So the earliest start for this activity is 4 plus 1, 5, and earliest finish for this activity is 5 plus 5, it is 10. Next is G activity. So what is the earliest start for this activity? Earliest start for this activity is 1 plus 6, 7. Earliest start for this activity is 7. And what is the uh, earliest finish time for this activity? 7 plus 4, it is a 11. Next is the H. H activity. What is the earliest start time for this activity? It is 6 plus 1, 7. What is the earliest finish for this activity? It is 7 plus 8, 15. So next activity is activity I. So this is activity I. What is the earliest start time for this activity? It is a 1 plus 6 plus 4, that is 11. So earliest start time for this activity is 11. earliest finish time for this activity is 11 plus 1, it is 12. I and then j. So what is the earliest start time for this activity? It is 1 plus 6, 7 plus 8, 15. So earliest start time for this activity is 15. And what is the earliest finish for this activity? Earliest, that is 15 plus 2, 17. So next is the key. This k, what is the earliest start time for this activity? Earliest start time for this activity, we have to find the maximum value, and maximum value may be like in this path 1 2 6 to 8 to 2, like this. So 8 plus 2, 10 plus 16 and 17. 17 so it is a time 1, it is a 7, 7 plus 8, 15, 16, 17. So earliest start for this activity is 17, and earliest finish for this activity 17 plus 5, it is a 22. Next activity is L activity. What is the earliest start for time for this activity? We have to go 5 plus 1 4 plus 1 5 plus 5 10. So it is a 10 earliest start time for this. What is the earliest finish activity for this? 10 plus 7 17. 10 plus 7 17. So this is the earliest start time. Now we have to calculate the latest start and latest finish time. So we have to move from the end to the first. So we have to, what is the critical path? Critical path of this network is 1 3 5 7 8 10. So we have to move from 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 8 and 10. So this path is the critical path, and we have to consider the latest start and latest finish of this activity are same, that is a 17 and 22. So from this now we have to do the rest of the calculation. So for this activity key, what is the earliest start? Earliest start is the latest start is 17, latest finish is 12. Now we'll go to the this activity number L. So what is the latest start and latest finish for this activity? Latest finish for this activity is activity number 9 and 10. What is the latest finish for this activity? It is a 22. Latest finish for this activity 22. And what is latest start? 22 minus 7, it is 15. So now we'll move to the activity number J. So this activity. So what is the latest start for this activity J? Latest start is nothing but the earliest latest finish for this activity is the earliest start. So earliest start is earliest start is 70, that will be the latest finish for this activity. So what is the latest start? 17 minus 2, it is a 15. So this is the latest start and latest finish for this activity J. Now come to the activity I. So this is the I activity. So I activity, what is the latest finish for this activity? Is the latest start, so 17. And what is the latest start for this activity? 17 minus 1, that is a 16. Now come to the activity H. So this is H activity. What is the latest finish for this activity? The latest finish for this activity is the latest start. So 15 is the latest finish for this activity. So what is the latest start for this activity? 15 minus 7, 15 minus, so it is a 5 7, so it is 15. So 15 minus 8, time required for this activity is 8. So 15 minus 8, it is a 7. So this is a latest start for this activity H is 7. Now the next activity is G. G activity. What is the latest finish for this activity? The latest finish for this activity is the latest start of the next activity. So it is a 17. Sorry, latest start. Latest finish of this activity is the latest start. So it is a 16, not 17. So latest finish of this activity is the latest starts of the next activity. Or it is 16. So therefore latest starts of this activity 16 minus 4, it is 12. Now the next activity is F. CF. What is the latest finish for this activity? Latest finish for this activity is the latest starts. So activity, this is a F activity. What is the latest finish for this activity is the latest starts. So it is a 15. And what is the latest start for this activity? That is 15 minus 5, it is 10. Next is the activity number E. For this activity, what is the latest finish will be the latest start of this next activity. So whosoever is having the minimum latest start time, that we have to take. Here the latest start time is 12, here the latest start time is 7. So we have to take minimum. So latest finish for this is the small latest start. So it is a 7. So what is the latest start for this activity 6? It is a 7 minus 6, it is 1. And next activity is the D activity. D, we have to find the latest finish of this activity. The latest finish of this activity is the latest starts. So it is the latest finish is 10. And what is the latest starts of this activity? It is a 10 minus 1, it is a 9. Next activity is C. What is the latest finish for this activity? Is the latest starts. So it is a 10. And what is the latest start for this activity? 10 minus 1, that is a 9. Again come to the activity number B. What is the latest finish of this activity? So there are two branches are connected. So we have to consider the smallest latest start. This is 9 and this is 1. So we have to, what is the latest finish for this activity? It is a 1. And what is the latest start for this activity? 1 minus 1, 0. And only one activity is remain. What is the latest finish for this activity? Is the latest start. So it is a 9. Latest finish of this activity is 9. What is the latest starts of activity A? It is the latest finish, that is 9 minus 4, it is 5. So in this way we can find the earliest time and latest time for the given networks, and the critical path of the network is this. So thank you very much for watching the video.